Tom Shoe, and today I'm going to show you what's in my Speedlight bag. A lot of people, they have bags for cameras and camera gear. I have a bag for just Speedlights. I guess you could say I collect Speedlights, but you can never have too many of them. Say you're shooting a wedding and you need to set up for a ballroom and you got a second shooter and you need a photo booth, or you need to enhance the ambient. You just can never have enough. So if something fails, you still need backup gear. So I have a lot. So let's just get started what's in the bag. First of all, this is a Tamarack roller. I'm not sure which one it is. I've had it for a long time. It works great. Right off the bat, I don't use this very often, but when I'm using grids with Speedlights, I painted this black. This is a Gary Fong, whatever, light sphere thing. It's painted black, and I just put on a grid and use a bungee cord around the back of the Speedlight, and this keeps the light from spilling, so I can use my studio grids, the 5-inch or 7-inch grids. Also have the Stoffen diffusers for the various sizes that I have, the 580EX2s and the 430EX2. If I want to spread the light out a little bit, it doesn't soften it, it doesn't change the quality of light, it just kind of spreads it a little bit. TTL cord, okay. I have a standard one when I want to hold my flash up off the camera, get a better shadow, so get that flash off axis of the lens. And then I also have this 30-foot cord that I use. Instead of putting a 580EX2 and using it as a master on the camera, I can put it off the camera on a stand, and the camera thinks the flash is still on top, so I'm not wasting a flash as a slave or a master. It's actually a master off the camera, but it thinks it's on the camera. So I have all the benefit of TTL. Next thing is you need a white balance aid, and I use the Lastolite Easy Bow. This is a really small target. Just hand it to your model, take a picture, set your white balance, you're good to go. Okay, that's kind of what's in there. Also, we have our Pocket Wizards. Nice little Pocket Wizard case. This is my two. This is a receiver and a transmitter. Also have another bag with, a bunch more in it. This is like four more. These are the plus versions, and then the plus 3. So I've got 6 or 7 Pocket Wizards that I use, because sometimes you just got to go manual. Okay, open up the main chamber, and we have all of the goodies. First of all, you're going to need a lot of batteries. And for batteries, I like to use these little holders. They're from a company called Power Packs. And the great thing I like about them is when you've used some batteries, there's a little trick. You store them with the nipple facing down, and then when you take them out of the Speedlight, you store them with the nipple facing up, so you know not to grab a battery that's already been used. Pretty ingenious, huh? So I got several of those packs. Then you need your gels, okay? These are just backups. This is a Strobus kit. David Hobby and Roscoe got together and came out with this little Strobus kit. But I use this little like a recipe organizer and use all my color correction gels inside of here. I cut my own from sheets from Lee. Sync cables. Can't have enough sync cables. I got sync cables for all the flashes I own. Now I have Nikon cameras and Canon cameras, but I also like to use the old SB80DX flashes, which I have several of these, because they have the sync port built in the side for manual. Okay, when you're using Pocket Wizards, you're shooting in manual mode, where you're just taking control of the exposure yourself instead of letting the camera use it. So I have several of those. Okay, and then this is a gem. You need one of these guys if you can find one for cheap. This is the Olympus FL36R. It runs off 2 batteries, and it has the most sensitive optical slave built in I've ever seen. 2 little batteries. You can stuff this baby anywhere, in a little corner somewhere. It's great. I picked this thing up for a song. Guy was selling that at a camera store, and I got it cheap. You need battery packs for your strobes. Canon, Nikon make their own brand. I recommend buying the OEM stuff. Don't buy the aftermarket stuff, because it could fry your flash. So I got a couple of those. Then I have my Canon kits. 430EX2, two 580EX2s. Okay. This is a great little thing. It's called the Black Foamy thing. Neil Van Niekerk. You buy these at Walmart. They come in little sheets. They're like craft foam. And use a hair tie to stick it on there. And basically, when you're bouncing your flash, okay, say I'm bouncing it at the ceiling behind me, I won't have any direct light to my subject in front of me, but I won't blind the people standing behind me. Keeps everyone happy. And if I'm shooting to my subject, I'm making sure none of the light spills. So if I have it turned, say like this, none of the light's going to spill towards this subject. It's just going to come directly from the position that I'm pointing to. It's important to flag your speed light, so the black foamy thing, that's important. Also, I have an old set of Vivitar 285s. I use them all the time. In manual, these are great little flashes. I got students and stuff. Sometimes I want to teach them how to use basic flash. The 285 HVs are great, and I made a little external battery pack for it. Kind of like a poor man's quantum battery pack, if you would say. It's a safety light battery pack. Okay, so this is all of the speed lights that I carry around in my speed light kit. However, there is a new addition, and I'm excited to say that I've just got my first of the 600 RTs. This is a really cool flash. I never do unboxings, but I'm going to show you. I haven't peeked in it yet, but here we go. Warranty card, manual, which I'm going to read, and then the goodies. It's got the color correction gels, a little holder for the gel, must be a baggie for the holder, and then this is what I'm really wanting. Eventually I'm going to upgrade my 580s to 600s. But I'm going to use the STE3. It's the little radio transmitter that controls them. Let's see what this thing looks like. Ooh, it's so nice. For the price, it ought to be nice. So, this is it. I can't wait to put the batteries in and play with this baby. So that's it. That's what's in my Speedlight bag. And I want to thank you all for taking time to visit my blog today. And until next time, we'll see you soon.